Hello there, this is your online tutor, Mr. Ilaki. Basically, I encourage you to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more of such questions. So basically, today we'll be revising some exam questions on the test that we did in our online class. Okay, so today we have our first question. Given that P is equals to 4, 3, negative 2 and 1, and Q is equals to 2, 5, negative 7 and 0, find 2P minus Q. So in this particular case, what we are going to do is we write our expression where we have 2, we multiply, this is a scalar matrix as you can see. So we multiply P multiplied by 2, then we subtract. So when we multiply 2 multiplied by 4, 2 multiplied by negative 2, then 2 multiplied by negative 3, then 2 multiplied by 1. So what are we going to have? So we're going to have 2 multiplied by 4 is 8, and then 2 multiplied by negative 2, we get negative 4. Then 2 multiplied by negative 6, 2 multiplied by negative 3, we get negative 6, then 2 multiplied by 1, we get 2. So from there we are now going to subtract. And how are we going to subtract in this particular case? So we subtract the first matrix from the second matrix. So each element corresponding to the second element. So this element by this element, this element by this element, this element by this element. So we're going to have 8 minus 2, okay, then negative 4 minus 5, negative 6 minus negative 7, then 2 minus 0. So when we work out this, what are we going to have? So we're going to have 8 minus 2 is 6, then negative 4 minus 5, we get negative 9. The negative 6, so this becomes positive, so we're going to have negative 6 plus 7, we're going to have 1. Then 2 minus 0, we get 2. So this is our answer for our first question. So this is how you are supposed to answer this particular question. Okay, we'll move on to question 2. So make sure you like my YouTube channel for more of such content. Okay. So question 2 says, given that B is equals to 2, negative 12, 3, 9, 0, and 3. Okay. Then we're told to state the order of matrix B. How are we going to state the order of matrix B? So in this particular case, we're going to count the rows. So rows we said learn from left to right, and columns learn from up to bottom. So we're going to count the rows. We have 1, 2, 3. And the columns we have how many? 1, 2. So this is a 2 by 3 matrix. Okay, so this is how we are supposed to answer this particular question. So this is a 2 by 2 matrix. Okay, then question B, we're told to find find 1 over 3 multiplied by B. So this is a scalar matrix. So we're going to multiply our 1 over 3 multiplied by our B equation in this particular case. Okay, so when we multiply 1 over 3 multiplied by 6, 1 over negative 12, so here we're going to have 1 into 3 is 3 into 3 is 1, so 3 into this is 2, so we are going to have 2 here. Then from there, 3 into there is 1. 3 into 3 is 1. 3 into 12 is negative 4. Multiplied by this, so we're going to have negative 4 as demonstrated. So our final answer, when we divide multiply negative 1 over 3 multiplied by 6, we get 2. Then negative 1 over 3 multiplied by negative 12, we get 4. Then 3 into 1 over 3 multiplied by 3, we get 1. Then 1 over 3 multiplied by 9, we get 3. Okay. Then 1 over 3 multiplied by 0, we get 0. Then 1 over 3 multiplied by 3, we get 1. 1 into 3 into 3 is 1, 3 into 3 is 1. So multiplied by 1, this is how we are getting this particular answer. Okay. So you can like and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't, which is Ilaki's Learning Solution. Okay. So question 3 says, given that matrix M is equals to 4, 7, and negative 3, find the order of the matrix. So what are we going to do in this particular case? We're going to count the number of rows we have. In this particular case, we have 1, 2, 3. So we said rows run from left to right. So we have 1, 2, 3. And columns run from top to bottom. So we have 1 column. So this is a 3 by 1 matrix. Okay. So this is a 3 by 1 matrix. Okay, then question B, we are told to find 2m. So this is a scalar matrix, so we multiply 2 multiplied by our matrix. So when we multiply 2 multiplied by 4, we get 8. 2 multiplied by 7, we get 14. Then 2 multiplied by negative 2, we get negative 4. So therefore, our answer will just be 8, 14, and negative 7 for our answer. So this is how we are supposed to answer this particular question. Okay. Okay, we move on to question 4. Given that x is equals to 3, 4, negative 5, and sorry, I beg your pardon. Given that x is equals to 3, negative 2, 4, and negative 5, and y is equals to 1, 2, 2, and negative 1, find xy. So in this particular case, we have been told to multiply our first matrix by our second matrix. So how are we going to multiply this matrix? We said in our class to say we first start with the first row, first column, then first row, second column. Okay. Then when we come to the bottom side, we say second row, first column. Okay. Then second row, second column. So this is how we are going to work out this. Okay, so we multiply 3 multiplied by 1 plus 2 multiplied by negative 2 multiplied by 2. Okay, this becomes our first row, first column, then first row, second column. So we have 3 multiplied by 2. So 3 multiplied by 2 plus negative 2 multiplied by negative 1. So this becomes first row, second column. Then on the bottom side, first, second row, first column. So we have 4 multiplied by 1, then negative 5 multiplied by 2. Okay, then this becomes our second row, first column. Then we multiply our second row by our second column. So we have 4 multiplied by 2. Okay, 4 multiplied by 2 plus negative 5 multiplied by 1 in this particular case. So we now work out what we have been given. what we get when we multiply 3 multiplied by 1, we get 3 plus. So this becomes negative 2 plus multiplied by 2, we get 4, negative 4 I mean. Then 3 multiplied by 2, we get 6. Then 2 multiplied by 1, negative 2 multiplied by negative 1, we get positive 2. So the signs will multiply for us to have positive 2. So we know that when we have negative times negative, it's positive. Then we have 3 minus, when we multiply, sorry, I beg your pardon. When the bottom side, we have 4 plus, so 1 plus 1 multiplied by 1, we get 4. Then negative 5 multiplied by 2, we get negative 10. Okay, then 8 multiplied by 8 plus 5, when we multiply 2 multiplied by 4, we get 8. Okay, then negative 5 multiplied by 1, we get, by negative 1, we get 5. So we add up all this. When we add up this, so this becomes positive, negative times positive, we get negative, so this becomes minus 3. Then this remains the way it is. Then this becomes also minus, negative times positive. So therefore our final answer, when we subtract 3 minus 4, we get negative 1. 8 plus 2, we get 8. 6 plus 2, we get 8. Then negative 4 minus negative 10, minus negative 10, we get negative 6. Then 8 plus 5, we get 13. So this is our answer. Okay, now we look at our final question for today. Sorry, my voice is a bit not clear because I have a flu. Okay, so given that P is equals to 4, 3, 1, and negative 3, find, and Q is equals to 1, 0, 1, and 5, find the matrix P plus 3Q. So in this particular case, we're going to have P, then 3 multiplied by Q. So this is a scalar matrix, so we work out the scalar matrix. So we first ignore this, so 3 multiplied by 1, then 3 multiplied by 0, 3 multiplied by 1, then 3 multiplied by 5. So irrespective of that, we're going to, when we multiply 3 multiplied by 1, we get 3, then 3 multiplied by 0, we get 0, then 3 multiplied by 1, we get 3, then 3 multiplied by 15, we get 15. Okay, then from there we are going to add the corresponding elements. Okay, so in this particular case, we're going to have 4 plus 3, okay, then 2 plus 0, then 1 plus 3, then 3 plus 15. So our final answer, when we add 4 plus 3, we get 7, 2 plus 0, we get 2, then 2 plus, 3 plus 1, we get 4, then 3 plus 15, we get 18 as our final answer. So basically, this is where we end for today. Thank you very much for watching today's lesson. This has been your online tutor, Mr. Ilaki. So make sure you see where you made mistakes in the test. I wish you all the best. So we'll look at another topic in tomorrow's class. Thank you very much. This has been your online tutor, Mr. Ilaki. Stay blessed.